Hi there, this is Aaron Miller from AM Science Extra. In this presentation, we're going to look at voltage, and this is electricity part 2. We did our part 1 where we discussed electric current, and now in this one, we'll be able to discuss voltage. Now, when we hear the term voltage, what is it that which comes into your mind? So, voltage basically is a force that drives electrons through an electrical conductor. When we're talking of a force, in this case, we're simply trying to say that voltage is actually something that tries to push electrons through an electrical conductor. And conventionally, we know that electrons are able to come from the negative terminal of the battery and then electric current from the positive terminal of the battery. So, as the electrons are flowing, we need to know that there will also be current. So this is the same reason as to why when it comes to the battery, when a battery gets low, there will be a low current as well. Why? Because there will be less electrons flowing through an electrical conductor, and they will be able to flow at a very slow rate. So we need to know that there is that direct proportionality between current and voltage. When the voltage reduces, the current also reduces. When the voltage increases, the current will also be able to increase. Why? Because there will be that force, more force, which will be able to drive these electrons at a very faster rate, thereby making an electrical conductor to be able to have more current. The other thing that we need to know concerning voltage is the symbol for voltage, which is simply capital letter V. And then there is also a need for us to be able to know the unit for voltage, which is volts, denoted by capital letter V. Now, there is just an emphasis which I want to make here. When we are looking at units which are named after a person, there is a need for us to be able to know that when we're writing it in full, we start with a small letter, just like I have done here. Volt, it is the name of a person, and then since it is a unit, we start with a small letter, and then when writing the symbol, that is when we use a capital letter. Another thing that we need to know concerning voltage is the instrument which we use to measure the voltage, which is simply the voltmeter. So now there is a need for us to be able to know how we can be able to connect this voltmeter in a circuit. Very important. So when you're looking at connection in terms of the terminals, there is a need for us to basically know that the positive terminal of the battery is connected to the positive terminal of the voltmeter, and the negative terminal of the battery is connected to the negative terminal of the voltmeter. Now, the most important thing that we need to take note of here is when it comes to connections. Basically, we know that there are two connections, that is series and parallel connection. Where we said during in part 1 where we discussed electric current, where we said that an ammeter is connected in series. Now, when it comes to a voltmeter, it is connected in parallel to an electrical component. Parallel, basically in this context, we may just be able to look at it as being opposite to an electrical component. They are not in the same wire. As we're able to see, there are junctions there. There are two junctions. So when it comes to a voltmeter, it is always connected in parallel to an electrical component whose voltage you want to measure. Very important to take note of that. So basically, these are some of the things that we need to know concerning voltage. And all I'm trying to ask for is that you need to make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that every time I post a video, you're going to be alerted first. So the next thing that we'll be able to discuss, that is our part 3, is going to be uh, a resistance, electrical resistance. So make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss that out. Thank you very much. As we all know, this is science. This is AM Science Extra, and therefore there is a need for us to be able to be on the watch out so that we can be able to see exciting and easy to understand science lessons. Thank you very much for watching.